Welcome to Yoga for Potters at the wheel. If you are a potter, I recommend you have a wheel. We are going to use the top of our splash pan for some of our poses. So if it's super dirty and you won't want to use it if it's super dirty, take a minute to clean it. If you do want to use it dirty, totally cool. No judgment here. If you don't have a wheel, maybe you stumbled upon this, but you've got a desk or something, this would totally work that way as well. We will start with a nice comfortable position. So starting with our feet at least hip width apart, as you would sit if you were throwing. We'll rest hands in our laps, either palms down or maybe stacking them palms up. If it's comfortable, we'll close our eyes here. And then we'll start just by imagining that there's a little string at the top of your head that's pulling you up just a little bit taller. And then we'll also bring our shoulders up towards our ears and then gently dropping them down the back. So we've got a pretty good posture here. Then we'll take a moment just to drop our awareness into our bodies and just notice how your body is feeling today. What parts of your body feel good? What parts might be holding a little bit of tension here or there? And then we'll bring our awareness to our breath. First, just noticing how your breath is moving through your body today. What parts of your body move on the inhale? What parts move on the exhale? And then we're going to take 3 rounds of breath all together. So we'll exhale the air out to sync up. On the next inhale, we'll breathe deep into the stomach and then up through the ribs. And on the exhale, we'll sigh the air out. Again, inhaling fully to expand the stomach and the ribs. And sighing the air out. Once more, inhaling fully to expand. And sighing the air out. From here, if you would like to keep your eyes closed, totally cool. If you want to blink them open, you can do that as well. We're going to into the neck a little bit to start things off. So we'll drop the right ear to the right shoulder, and then we're going to drop the chin to the chest, and then left ear to left shoulder. Again, dropping chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, and chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. We'll take once more each direction, dropping the chin towards the chest. And then right ear to right shoulder. And chin to chest. And left ear to left shoulder. And we'll bring our head back to center. Like many people that are hunched over the wheel have a little bit of forward head tilt, which isn't great. So we're going to do something that will help with that. So we're going to interlace our fingers at the back and towards the bottom of your skull. And then we're going to press the head back into those hands as the hands are kind of pushing forward. Your elbows might round or reach forward and up to the sky as we're actually pressing the head back into those hands. So we're strengthening some muscles that tend to get a little overstretched if our head is too far forward all the time. And then we're going to release our hands, and you might feel your head just kind of glide back where it's supposed to go. It works for me every time. Hopefully it worked for you. All right, we're going to take things down a little bit lower in the spine and get into our upper back. So from here, we're going to interlace our fingers. We'll send our palms straight forward, and then we're going to round the spine, letting the head drop between the arms as we reach those palms as far forward as they can go. And then on the inhale, we're going to open up, goalpost arms. Our chest will lift, our gaze will lift. We might feel like we're rolling over a big beach ball in our upper back. Again, we'll exhale, interlacing fingers, sending palms forward, rounding the spine, letting the head drop. Inhaling, opening up, goalpost arms, rounding over that beach ball. We'll take once more each direction, palms sliding forward, head dropping between the arms, back rounding. And inhaling to open up here. And then we'll lower our hands to our thighs. From here, we'll inhale, fingers straight up to the sky. We'll exhale, twisting open to the right. So your right hand will come to the back of your stool or your chair. Your left hand will come to the edge of your splash pan. We've got a nice tall spine, core is engaged a little bit, and then our gaze might look over at the right shoulder. We'll pause for a couple of rounds of breath here. And then on our next inhale, we're going to come back to center, reaching our hands up high into the sky. And we'll exhale, twisting open, second side, left hand to your stool or your bench, right hand to your splash pan. Spine is tall, gaze will look over the left shoulder, pausing for a few rounds of breath here. And then again, we'll inhale back to center, reaching our arms straight up to the sky. And then from here, we're going to interlace fingers behind our back, so interlacing them, and then we're going to extend the arms if they extend, and we're going to think about lifting the hands up and back. So often we're pretty rounded through the shoulders when we're throwing. We'll pause here for a couple rounds of breath, opening up through the fronts of the shoulders and the chest. And then we'll wiggle the hands back out. We're going to do that interlacing the second favorite way that feels a little bit awkward. So find that awkward way, then extend fingers down and back. Couple breaths here, opening again through the front of the chest and the front of the shoulders. And then again, we'll wiggle those fingers back out. From here, we are going to come into kind of the opposite motion. We're going to extend our fingers to the far end of our splash pan. And then you might need to wiggle your stool. My stool is on wheels, so I'm just going to slide my stool back and back and back. So my arms are nice and straight, and so I can drop my head just in front of my wheel. And then once we're in this spot, I've got my feet wider than my hips, so my torso is resting between my thighs. I'm kind of reaching along the edge of my splash pan with my arms, so my arms are a little bit active. And on every inhale, we're going to think about breathing a little bit of space in the vertebrae in the upper back. And on every exhale, letting your torso sink a little heavier towards the ground. And then from here, we can walk the hands towards the closer end of the splash pan. We can glide our way back up. We can wiggle or glide our stool a little closer, not too close though, because we need room for our next pose. We're going to take the right ankle and we're going to cross it on top of the left thigh. And your knee might be really high and we might be feeling a lot, and if so, we'll just hang out here. If we're feeling a little bit, we want to add. We might add a little bit of weight with that right hand on top of the right knee. If your leg is resting on your left thigh, super easy peasy, we might add on by folding forward. Again, we can bring our hands to that splash pan. We can lower the torso towards the right shin. If we're folding forward, we can think about letting the head hang heavy so we're not holding extra tension there. And then whether we're sitting upright or we're folding forward, it might feel nice to add a little bit of movement, rocking a little side to side. And we'll just shift where we feel the stretch in the right hip a little bit. And often having a little more like dynamic stretch feels a little better than just hanging out in one spot. And if we fold it forward, we can walk our hands back in towards that right shin to come up. And then we'll uncross the right leg. We'll cross the left leg over the right thigh. We might hang out here. We might add a little bit of weight with that left hand. Or we might fold forward, bringing hands to the splash pan, letting torso drape over the legs, letting the head hang heavy. And then adding any little bit of swaying here that feels good on this side. And then from here, again, we'll walk our hands in to come out. We'll uncross the left leg. We'll find a comfortable seated position once more. And then we'll bring our left hand to our chest, our right hand on top of the left. We'll take a moment just to feel our heart beating under our palms, to feel our breath moving through our body under our palms. And to feel a little bit of gratitude for the life that we are experiencing in this moment. Thank you very much for sharing this little mini practice with me today. Namaste. Hey Manny, wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Come on, Manny. My dog was here in case you heard any mlems. Can you say hi to the camera? No, he's also ready for our walk. So we're gonna go walk, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Good boy, Manny. Good boy.